Hey everyone, this is JK back in another video. So in today's video, I thought I'd talk about when to use XLR cables, quarter-inch cables, and RCA cables in your music studio. Because they're all used for different things. They all have different preamps. So they're all going to be used for different speakers and equipment and instruments. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so in today's video, I thought I'd start off with XLR cable. So if you don't know what XLR cable looks like, I have one right here. That's what one end looks like. That's going to be the output end. The other end looks the same, except it doesn't have this part sticking out. It's like inside, so it goes in the mixer. But anyway, these plugs are the highest quality plugs for the music studio. Because the preamps they have, these plugs get hotter than quarter-inch and RCA. So I recommend you use XLR plugs for PA speakers, studio monitors, microphones, and guitar processors that all support this plug, and mixers that support this plug. Because if you use these for mixers, speakers, monitors, guitar processors, and microphones, you're going to get crystal clear sound out of these, and you're going to get the loudest sound that you'll possibly get out of these. So these are your higher quality plugs. So I recommend using these for those sorts of equipment. Alright, the next plug is an RCA, not RCA, a quarter-inch plug. So this is a quarter-inch plug right here. I'll unplug its other end so I can get closer to the camera. So that is a quarter-inch plug. So these, they're obviously going to be used for electric guitars, bass guitars, acoustic guitars, keyboards, and electronic drum kits. I have never seen any of those instruments with a XLR output. So these are going to be used for guitars, basses, keyboards, and electronic drum kits. Again, this is a quarter-inch cable. So these can also be used for like MP3s if you put a little adapter on them to connect to the MP3, and then hook the other end to your mixer. Okay, and I'll recap on all these plugs at the end of the video, so you'll understand what they're all for. Okay, and then the last plug, I had it with me somewhere over here, but anyway, it's a RCA cable. And here it is. Okay, it's an RCA cable. So I have a yellow one. There's also a red one and a white one. But these plugs, they're going to be used for like plugging your mixer into a tape deck for recording, then plugging the tape deck into the mixer for playback, and then if you want to route your mixer to a stereo receiver, I recommend using RCA cables. These are your lower quality plugs, but I've ran a quarter-inch cable from my mixer to the stereo receiver one time because I had my main mixer connected to my recording mixer, and then my recording mixer ran RCA cables out of it into the stereo receiver. And even though the output of the recorder was RCA cables, the output of the main mixer was quarter-inch. And I almost blew out my subwoofer with the quarter-inch plug. So when I changed the plug from a quarter-inch to a RCA plug, it sounded a lot better through the stereo. So if you're going to use your mixer through a stereo receiver, or you're going to plug, like a tape deck or any of that in a stereo receiver or a mixer, I recommend using RCA plugs because they're low quality sound and they won't blow out your speakers. Okay, now to recap. The lowest quality plug is an RCA cable. So you use these for stereo receivers if you want to connect a mixer to the receiver, or you want to connect a tape deck to the mixer, or the mixer to a tape deck, stuff like that. I call these plugs the older plugs because they're used for all the older technology. Tape decks, CD players, VCRs, DVD players, stereo receivers, in older mixers. So that's an RCA plug. You use it for basically stereo receivers and things of that nature. Okay, and then to recap on the 1/4-inch plug, you use these on electric guitars, bass guitars, keyboards, and electronic drum kits, because I've never seen either of those instruments with an XLR output or RCA output. Maybe electronic drum kits will have RCA outputs, but I've never seen keyboards, bass guitars, or electric guitars with RCA outputs. So you're always going to use 1/4-inch for those instruments: keyboards, electronic drums, guitars, and bass. And then the XLR cables, those are going to be for the higher quality devices. So your speakers, monitors, microphones, guitar processors that support these, and things of that nature. So these are your higher quality plugs. They're going to give you the best sound quality ever. And so XLR, the highest quality plug. 1/4-inch is in the middle of RCA and XLR, and the RCA is your low quality plug. So if you have a music studio and you have some PA speakers that have XLR outputs and inputs, use an XLR cable. If you have mixers or a mixer with XLR inputs and outputs, use XLR. If you have a guitar processor with XLR, use XLR. If you have a microphone with XLR, use XLR. If your guitar processor or your mixer or any of that don't have XLR outs, it's okay to use 1/4-inch. They just won't be high quality sound. And I'm pretty sure every mixer has a 1/4-inch output. I mean, there's an RCA output too, but you're mostly going to use that. You're most likely going to use that for recording. So if you found value out of this video, please subscribe to this channel and click the bell notification if you're new here. I upload videos like this every Thursday, and I upload music every Sunday. If you found value in this video, please give me a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions or concerns, or maybe something that I didn't mention or mention clearly. Comment down below and I'll get back to you right away. And share this video with your friends and family if you like. And I'll see you next Thursday for another tutorial or review. Alright, bye.